It's weirdo. I talked with Mel about what I should do, and she thinks I should not make a whole new body, and I should just try to um, kind of make some changes to the body that I do have. So if you weren't here on the last stream, I made this body of a unicorn. Yep, this potato, this purple potato. I made this body of a unicorn a couple years ago for my friend, and he paid me and everything. But then like we were just like, oh well, we'll just see, we'll do it, we'll just exchange it next time we see each other. So this is the Deadpool one. It doesn't like to stand up or sit up, so I'm gonna try to sew the legs and arms together better. And it's got little katanas. I need to change his um, little cross thing to be a little bit, I don't know, more robust. It's kind of lame right now. So I just was really tired of crocheting. um, but this has been in my car for it was in my car for like over a year. So there are spots where like the yarn is lighter. Like, how crazy is that? Um, so I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna like paint the yarn to be a little bit more of a match for the rest of it. It's just like what like this. It literally has sun damage, which is crazy. But um, but yeah. So this is the Deadpool corn, um, and he's cute, but he needs a little love. And then I need one that's the same size for um, see, like he's like a lot longer. Like it doesn't really make any sense how like these I don't know what if I just like messed up like everything or what, but so this is supposed to be like about that size, which the height's right, but it's way overstuffed. I wonder if I just like opened it up and like unstuffed it a little bit, if that would be a little bit better. Maybe we'll try that. Because I tried to start crocheting a new one, a new stomach, and this is about halfway. Like, God. Um, so this is about halfway. It's like it's not gonna be big enough. So my tension was a lot higher on this, and I just don't think that um, it's just not gonna work. So I'm gonna go with it's because it's gonna be harder to try to create the tension that I had a couple of years ago. So I bought this pattern in January 31st of 2020, and like of course like none of us knew what the world was going to be like in 2020. So um you know uh did not think that I was going to deal with that, and I mean that anyone was going to deal with that. So when I made this, I thought, okay, things will be opening up soon, then I'll be able to see my friend. And it was like, that was not it. So, yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this apart because I know I'm probably going to have to redo some things. But this yarn sucks. I've been complaining nonstop about this yarn. Sorry about it if you like it. I don't know anyone who likes this yarn or uses this yarn. This is Lion Brand Softy Baby, not Softy Cotton Baby, Baby Cotton, whatever. Like, this is Softy Baby. It is it's not easy to frog. It is terrible to work up. Like, even if you don't have to frog once, it's just a nightmare. So, 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. Okay, but I'm doing it just in case I have to um, make some uh, additional change. It honestly, I'm kind of like, should I start selling big purple potatoes? Because I could feel it as a potato, like as a unicorn body. I don't know, but as a potato, that's what's up. Hi, welcome in. I'm kind of like having like a little temper tantrum. Um, I am trying to quit smoking. I always try to quit smoking, and I like doing it because I can't have nicotine and get surgery. Not like if I was in getting any other surgery, they would give a fuck, but whatever. They just want to make your life as difficult as possible when you're trans. Um, so, sorry about complaining, but it's just kind of where I'm at right now. And I just like, I have my vape that has 0% nicotine, so there's no point for it to exist. Like it's just a stupid invention by stupid people, and I hate it all. Sorry if I'm just like a crabby, if I'm a crab apple. Okay, so like I don't know, like what kind of decreased nonsense is this? Okay, so I don't have my snippies. Apparently, they're in the other room. So I tried using a bigger, like a slightly bigger hook when I started making my other one because I don't have a 4mm and a boy hook, but I have a 4mm in my clovers, but I had a 4.25 in my boys, and they work a lot better with this yarn. So, so if you are forced to use this yarn, that might be something worth mentioning. Okay, so I happened to cut the exact right string to see this kind of open up a little bit. Okay, and now I'm gonna. Wow, I talk so much about how to fill. Um, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with all this polyfill. I talk so much about how to fill your like literally this is two hunks. Like I didn't break it down into like small pieces or anything, which I try to do all the time now because it's like the only way to keep from it being super lumpy. So now that this is I wonder if like washing it would be better, but I'm afraid. Let me try to go find my other softy baby and see what the washing instructions are. So I did not find my other one. Oh, there's the head. Okay. Head. Okay. Let me see if I can find the washing instructions for this. Because I think that will be helpful. Instructions. Nope. It's not Softy Cotton, it's Softy Baby. I hate how they fucking just use the same 3 words and they just mix them all up. Okay. Where are you hiding? Hey, Ladybug. I was just trying. I thought I had another skein of this yarn and I cannot find it. So I was hoping that so yeah, I'm trying to find. Okay, this is dead, which is great. I'm sorry. I'm like I said earlier, I'm having a slight withdrawal from cigarettes, nicotine in general, and I was gonna step down with a vape, and we did not think that that would work, and so I was like, okay, great. So I unexpectedly don't have nicotine in my system, which was, and I'm kind of a grumpy puss. Okay. Softy Baby yarn. Okay, let's see. This might actually be good practice because I don't actually know. Okay, it tells you. Okay, so it says machine wash and dry. So what if I machine wash and dry this and it would just like shrinks up like a tiny little bit? The thing is, I don't like this yarn. I don't trust it. I don't like it. How can I make you in a better mood? So you want to see it's just me. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta kind of work out my anger through crochet. So I just don't trust this yarn. Because I tried working it up. Oh, I took it out. And I just couldn't get my sizing right. But like clearly I made some like mistakes. Like I mean, this was like pretty much the year I started crocheting, so this was a pretty ambitious project for me. But and there's like a stain on it. We don't want to. It's just not good yarn. It unravels really easily, and I don't know why anyone would buy it. And then at one point, I decided that I was going to here's the head of the unicorn. I was gonna stuff it with fleece so that it would be better for like dogs and like homes with dogs and cats and stuff. But it makes it super heavy, and when you have a figure with a heavy head, it falls forward. So it's just there are a lot of things wrong with this. And then I have its companion, which needs its own set of care. This is Deadpool, and Deadpool Licorn, little unicorn. And what the hell is there a big hole in this? Kind of looks like there is. Okay, well, past Ian, of course, had to make my don't waste your time on it, just breathe and move on. We all have things like that. So my friend bought this, paid me for this 3 years ago, And we're like, oh, I'll give it to you when we see each other, which will be sometime soon because we live in the same city. And then this was January, actually, probably he bought it in like March or April of 2020. So we didn't see each other for a long time. And then I moved cities. Uh, so yeah, we kind of need to figure out what the poop we're gonna do here. So I'm thinking, although I have proven that I cannot trust this yarn, I am going to try a couple things to get it to shrink a little bit, but not a lot. Because it just won't go back to its pre-stretch size because it was stretched for so long. Can you make one in a different yarn? I could, but I don't, because there's a lot of problems. Ladybug, you're coming into a two-part series on why this is the bane of my existence. So I tried to start making it again with the yarn that I found. That was the same yarn. And because this was from when I started crocheting, and this is when I crocheted now, the tension was wildly different. It was so bizarre. It didn't even look like the same pattern. So, so it's apparently I can't make it now. And if I didn't have the other one to match it to, that wouldn't be a problem. I could make a new one. No one would know. It'd be fine. But because I have this other one, unless I want to remake everything, I, I gotta. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Okay, so yeah, so I don't want to seem like I'm like shutting down ideas because I love ideas and I really do appreciate them, but I really, really don't know what to do. Oh, I really don't know what to do. Oh, my stitch markers. I hate my stitch markers. And also, I'm just kind of in a mood, so and that's no one's fault but my own, so I can't put anyone at fault there. Really want to find a stitch marker, just one would be nice. Well, it might be simpler. Yeah, it might be simpler. You are totally right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put a stitch marker in this somewhere. I'm going to wash it. I'm going to. I can wash and dry this tonight because I don't think washing it's gonna make it smaller, but drying it might. Drying it might also ruin it. So gotta be careful with that. It does have a stain on it, so I would want to wash it just because I don't. It's from my friend. Like I don't want to give anyone that pays me something at this quality, but like I definitely don't want to give my friend something like this. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna find a stitch marker, or I'll just like tie a string. I don't care. I don't care. Um, so I even tried like putting the hook in and like redistributing like the the um polyfill, but it did not work. Okay, so I'm gonna tie some. And we're gonna wash this. I might start. I've done so much for this, and I remember when I started making these. Like, first of all, they would take me forever, and I made half of one in an hour. Like, or at least like the body, and like they used to take me forever. And this was the first pattern I ever bought. I realized that on camera. I was like, oh my gosh, this is the first pattern I ever bought. And then so I've got the legs and arms done. So boop 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 boop. Those are cute. Um, so I'd have to redo those. And then for this guy, this is Deadpool. He's also a unicorn. I need to redo, like, I literally have like a finger in the horn. Don't know if I just didn't sew it up or what, but that's not right. And then he sat in my car, which sat in my driveway, my parents' driveway. You don't stink. Okay. I was like, do you stink? I thought that was a hat. Yeah, that would be funny. But I need to fix their ears. These ears, I don't love this pattern. I don't love this pattern. I haven't said whose pattern this is because I kind of want to shit talk it, and like maybe it's just the way I did it, but like I can't get like the ears to stand up regularly, or like the horn pattern to like stand up normally. So anyways, so yeah, I made a little Deadpool corn, and it sat in the sun in my car for about a year. And so there are like distinct sunspots. Here's the but. I don't I'm trying to figure out how, like, based on where the sunspots are, how it's sat. Cause like, so the ear part of like the face, but like I didn't put a lot of hair on. Did you double the ears? You mean like have like one in the front, one in the back? I guess I could. I just followed the pattern. I wasn't like, it was my first pattern. I had never like gone off script. But now I think I kind of like would know how to like, I mean, I could like attach them in the back, and like just putting my finger right there, they stay up. So I could make a better horn than that. It's just, and maybe it was just instructions and someone who is very new. It, I'm not. It's probably me. But yeah. So there are a lot of spots where like there's sun damage. So I'm gonna take some watered down acrylic paint, and I'm gonna try to fix this. But we can see, even like if you look at the body of this guy versus this one, or pipe cleaners. I wanted to make it really snuggly, so I think doubling the ears might be a better choice. But see how it's like it's even bigger than, I think it just got too stretched out when I stuffed it, but I don't know. I don't know. But also there are some questionable stitches. Yeah, it's acrylic, so I don't. Uh, I mean, what is it, like I dye poly? But then I would have to worry about. I mean, it's black, so the black just wouldn't dye. So maybe it would be hard to isolate the dye spots where you can kind of like, I know for a fact. So this is for my friend, who's a grown man. This one is for his niece, who is an adolescent girl, and so this is more likely to be like a snuggly one, and this one is more likely to be like a sit up and show one. So I kind of know like their purposes. Also, I put put the polyfill in so poorly. I just took like big handfuls and I just stuffed it in when I'm always talking about I don't dye yarn, so I'm not sure about it. Yeah, so the easiest way, so there are two ways to dye acrylic yarn, and I looked this up because I wanted to dye my own acrylic yarn a while ago. And so the first is you use like this very, very specialized dye to dye acrylic yarn. And then the second is the easiest and most affordable is to water down acrylic paint. And so that's like the best thing, but like if it's really, really watered down, then it won't make it inflexible. It'll just like I could do it all over and it would just kind of feel like the yarn was like a little stiffer, but it wouldn't like it would feel like maybe the cotton felt a little bit more or the fabric felt a little bit more like cotton instead of like super soft acrylic, but I use cheap acrylic for it, so it's not gonna feel super soft anyways. Okay, so we have plans for the unicorns. I feel like I should put this polyfill in like a different place, but oh my gosh, why is there hot sauce in here? Yeah, so yeah. Oh, you're a painter. Oh, I would love to see some of your paintings. What's your medium of like your preferred medium? I used to love to acrylic paint, but I just like lost the skill, and I guess I could gain it back, but I talk about yeah, I say Ian is a weirdo, and I mean it. Things are weird around here. I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay, well, let's try something else. So I can't do. Oh man, this is a weird one. um, okay, so I have been trying to do a 100 days of Halloween crochet along. And I am going to share it right now with the Army of Weirdos Facebook page. Now, if you're not on this Facebook page and you would like to be, it's free. And it's just a group. If you search Army of Weirdos, I have it in the description box if you want it. But yeah, so it's the one with the green pillow that says fuck. Not so surprising. So I'm gonna do the 100-day cal. I was doing it only for my Patreon, and that has like a little caveat to it. But I still wanted like anyone who wanted to, even if they weren't on my Patreon, to be able to do them with me because they're free patterns. Like I just found 20 free patterns, and they're all kinds of Halloween stuff. Some things are a little bit more involved. Some things are super, super simple. You can do in like an hour. And let's see. Can I see it? Okay. I don't like that. So yeah, so if you want to do stuff, if you like crafting for Halloween, um, then feel free to crochet along. And if you want to join my Patreon and you want to send in pictures of your cow, oh, I know you can see a picture. I don't think you're weird. I am a little bit weird. You can change your picture. Um, what's wrong with your picture? Oh, I know you can see a picture. Oh, I know how you can see a picture. Oh, okay. So your artwork. Okay, I see it. Yeah. So with my army of weirdos, which I kind of got derailed on that, sorry, because I was gonna do two things at once and that never goes well. Um, but with the army of weirdos, you can show your art, you can show crochet, you can show, you know, trips that you go on. Like, it's just like a nice community of people who like to hang out here. So I think everyone's nice. Oh, picture, I paint rocks. Oh, that's so cool. I you know, I have been in some treatment facilities and just they love to paint rocks because they're like, it's so meditative and, you know, stuff like that. And then people would have these beautiful, beautiful rocks, and then I just like can't paint rocks. I can't paint rocks, so it's amazing when people paint rocks. I think it's so cool. Don't worry, this has no nicotine in it. So yeah, there are almost 30 members in the in Army of Weirdos. And it's just a good group of people that's just really nice, real kind. Not everyone uses Facebook though, so I know if you don't want to do it, that's totally fine. I just like giving people options, um, and whatnot. So yeah, so so um so if you want to do the crochet along, if you crochet the first crochet along pattern, and I never like sewed in my ends or anything because I was like, I don't care. Like, I just didn't care. So this was so it was a cauldron. So I got the cauldron from one pattern, and it's just black yarn, black 4-weight yarn, and you just make it up. You know, you can make like a stuffed um, cauldron. But I have been really searching. I saw this like this thing where someone um, did coasters, and they put all the coasters in here. I just have one because I had other things to do. But because there are bubbles on the rim of the coaster, it looked like a bubbling cauldron. So that was the first crochet along project that we did. Um, and then let's see, what's the second one? Oh, the webbed collar that's over there. But I have a picture of that. And how do I refresh? Oh, look, I just saw it. Um, show. Okay, it's 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 acting like, okay, I really cannot see that. I see like a picture. I'm trying to figure out which one's the rock. Is it all the rock? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm crap at YouTube. You paint wood too? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I would love to be able to paint. So yeah, so you're probably more of like the um, acrylic paint type things. Yeah, that's always been so cool to me. That just is something that I've never been able to do. Um, and then let's see. So I also have made make it bigger. I don't know. I don't know how to make it bigger. Like I don't know how to put user in timeout. No, I don't want to do that. You're doing great, sweetie. Okay, now, oh god, I can't unclick it. Reply, and I don't want to reply, so I'm not going to. But okay, how do I make it bigger? Yeah, see, I'm on Restream, and so I can't make it bigger. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, ooh, maybe if I do a chat overlay, and then when you write, maybe I'll see it. No, it's not gonna work. I don't know. I'm so garbage at this. You would think this is all I do all day long. Yeah. So it's like three rocks and wood in one picture. Whoa! No way. Whoa, that's so cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm super impressed. I can't do it. Is one of those like a Kinder egg? Oh, or a Santa Claus? One of the two. Yeah. So then like the third or the fourth thing we did was a um doily. There's a Santa. Okay, I was like, it's either a Kinder egg or a Santa. So we did a doily. I only finished half the doily, but I was like, that's good enough. Oh, a hippie girl. Okay, cool. But it is of a skeleton. I just love beach scene. Yeah, I can definitely see the beach scene, and that's gorgeous. Mm. Okay, so this is my you can kind of see it. Not great. Uh, so this is the doily I made. It is about it's probably about 13 or 14 inches tall right now. And it is with white and green, like lime green cotton. Um, and then the second part of it, which I'll make eventually, but right now I just don't have time to make all of this stuff because I'm already behind and there's so much. Let's see what I'm supposed to have done so far. Okay, so yeah. So the cauldron was July 23rd. The webbed collar, um, skeleton doily was August 1st. Cat keychain that I'm working on. I would work on while we're hanging out here, but a lot of times that's one of my YouTube tutorial ones, and I can't. The lady has like a accent, so the closed captions that were automatically generated are impossible to read. Oh, yeah, I love lime green too. It's my favorite. Yeah, I was like, "Where's all my lime green yarn?" Nope, can't find any of it. Okay, great. But yeah, that's my favorite color too, lime green, and then I love the way it looks with black. Favorite color. I have one of these in lime green that glows in the dark. It's pretty cool. It came out for Halloween last year. So yeah, so let's see what is coming up. That's the wrong one. Okay, so the cat keychain is one I have on the hook. That is I'm doing in trans colors. I mean, I could do in spooky colors, but I figured like why not do a trans cat? Um, and then I have the Lost Souls shawl. Um, oh my gosh. And then there's another cat. It's the 16th. So that was today. So that's supposed to start today. And that's an amigurumi cat in costume. Why did I put the cats so close together? I don't know. The Lost Soul shawl. I've only done one of them. I was really happy with how the colors turned out. Lime green with oh, nice. Oh, I bet that's so pretty. Um, let's see. My mother-in-law loves to paint like terracotta pots. Um, and she does the planter like pots, if you know what I mean. And so she'll make like the dish that gets the water. She'll paint it like the outside of a of uh, outside of a watermelon. So it's like, she kind of like dabs on like the darker green, and it looks really cool. And then the pot is like the inside of the watermelon, so it's red with seeds on it. I think maybe the lip she might do with green still, but I don't know. It's really pretty. Let's see. What was I trying to look up? I have ADHD, so if you haven't noticed yet, I'm sorry. um, oh yeah, and your name's Ladybug, of course. Duh. Yeah. Um, yeah. Lime green is my favorite. Um, I did a granny square, and I did the outside using both a lime green and a black um, uh, yarn like put together, so that because I couldn't decide which one I liked better, so I was just like, yeah, I'll just do both. And that okay, so here is the webbed collar. It is super simple. Hey Lydia, here's the webbed collar. It's super simple, and can be made as long or short as you like. Um, the hardest part of it for me was actually finding clothes that weren't black. I know that might be surprising because I'm not wearing black right now, but it's laundry day, so. But like everything I have is black, so you couldn't see it, but super easy to make. I really enjoyed it. And then the granny square. So do I have like okay. So here you can. I know the camera sucks. It's hard to get. I've heard if I turn my brightness down, but I don't care to. So, but you can see that I have the lime green and black because that's my favorite. Maybe this is better. I don't know. But yeah, so I wouldn't say that I've had a hard day. As far as much as I've had like just like a weird day where I'm kind of trying to figure out like how to like process emotions. So maybe that sounds stupid, but it is what it is. Um, so yeah, so I'm going to I got a question. If you hit and 400K watch, are you fully monetized? What? No, I'm not. I'm not. I don't have that many watch hours, so I've never. I don't know. Um, I think 4K watch hours should be right, but you do have to like do stuff. Like I don't think you're automatically monetized. I think you have to go into like your YouTube studio and do something about something. So, Poindexter here doesn't know either. Mm. So I haven't done a haul because everything I've gotten lately is pretty boring. I did a haul, like there is a haul on my other channel. So if you want to go, um, is that just for a community tab or monetize? So monetize, they dropped to 500. I don't know the watch hour limit though. Okay, you become a YouTube partner, not fully monetized. Um, what the hell is the difference? 4,000. 4,000 watch hours? I am never gonna get monetized. I get like one of these will get me like 2 watch hours. You gotta keep a good sense of humor about it because otherwise you would be very sad. Um, I'm probably not gonna do a haul on like the stuff I just got because it's not super exciting, but this is. So if you watched me last year, 500, you get super chats. That's it. Um, so I had one of these. It was like an black oil spill, and yeah, I think you get you can get monetized at 500 now. Because I can get monetized and I'm not at 1K. You used to have to be at 1K. Um, but I think it's a lot less for uh, community tabs. I don't know. I really like everyone else pays attention to this stuff. I really don't because if I do, it drives me nuts. It just drives me up the wall. But yeah, so I got a fucking gold one. This is from Dollar Tree. It was $3, and like, how cool is that? As a yarn bowl, it's silver on the inside, but as a yarn bowl, that is really cool. And like I said, I have the rainbow oil spill one. And then you paint those too? Oh, that's so cool. And then I got this there's just this like wood piece. I love these, but I also hate them because they're sometimes very annoying. But I think I'm gonna do black and then I'm gonna do bright green, like lime green. I told you I love black and lime green. And then I might do some like dripping down or maybe bubbling up. That would be cool. Bubbling up would be cool. And some kind of like steamy. I don't know. I always have grand plans for these, and then I just end up like painting them black. On the Facebook page, I have doing 1K. This smells like white vinegar. That's really weird. I like vinegar, but it's just a very weird place to put it. Yes. Let's see. So, what else do I have? How about the moon in the back and a witch on the broom on a broom? That is cool. I like that a lot. Oh, I like that a lot. Do you think that would go with like the poison, like writing on it, or should I get another one? No, it's just a circle, and should I do a moon, witch on that one? One There was one that was really pretty. It had like this. It was just filigree kind of on the sides, like it was rectangular. And get grease out of your head. That is honestly the worst musical to fucking ever exist. It's awful. But I like what you're saying, Ladybug. I'm definitely gonna give that a try. Um, but yeah, I did like a painting, like in my other space. I have like a painting of like the phases of the moon. Um, and oh yeah, the filigree one, and then it had a haunted house, which I loved it. The writing says poison, so the witch might not. I'm not totally sure on the witch, but I do like the idea of just doing witch. I also have a Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein. Well, Frankenstein monster, Bride of Frankenstein monster, whatever. That I got from Dollar Tree last year, and I just painted those black so that they would just be like silhouettes of those, and they were super cool. So yes. Yeah, I don't know. I think like Poindexter might be a cute name for this little guy. Boop boop boop. Just his little glasses. I mean, he also has he's sticky, but he also has a little tie and a little tail. What does it say? I have a loud fan on. It's triple digits here. It might be triple digits here. Like, I'm not sure. It's very hot. It's very humid. Um, gotta love the South. Yeah. So, Zach, Lydia, I just posted the crochet along. I know that I posted it further into the crochet along than I did uh, for Patreon. But if you want to start the crochet along at any point, you can start at the beginning, or you can start at today's date. But if you want to start trying to crochet those, feel free to. Zach, there are some that are a little bit hard for you, but you might have fun doing. Why would it be? Why? Thanks. Why would it witches have their witches brew? I'm sorry. I don't. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. So, yeah, I have a ton to get done, but I have done bats flying through the moon. Ooh, I like it. I'm not sure I have the skill for it, but I like it. um, yeah. Oh, what if I made something to go over it? That doesn't make any sense. Um, uh, but like if I made like if I crocheted like a net, I don't like it. I don't like it. That's flying through the moon, easy. It's easy when you're talented like you are. When you're not good at painting, it's not as easy. what am I trying to make? I'm making a lot of things. Um, I've been talking about this dreaded unicorn. That was the first pattern I ever bought, and it was ambitious, and I made a lot of mistakes. And I have a Deadpool version that my friend purchased, but he also purchased this one for his niece, and he bought it right as COVID happened. And we were like, oh, well, when we see each other and like we get on the other side of COVID, and then I ended up moving, and this was a nightmare. So this one has like some color damage, some sun damage that we gotta fix this little tiny hole, and some other spots on them that I'm gonna do with water down. I'm just making a lot of things, and then this is the body of the other one, which was previously stuffed and closed, and it just it the like this part of it got stretched out really bad. I think I don't know if I overstuffed it or what. I mean, my stitches are awful on this. Thank you, Lydia. Um, so the stitches are terrible. They look awful. I clearly had no idea what I was doing, and I shouldn't have been charging people for it. But you got to learn somehow, right? Um, Here's the head, and mane. That was backwards. Yeah. Well, I'm talking about everything. So yeah, this one says poison, and I guess has a little. Maybe a moon wouldn't quite make sense, but maybe if I like a bubbling cauldron, like cauldron bubbling down here would be cool. I just try to put as much like green on here as I I can. I swear that smells exactly like vinegar. Like, I don't understand. Do people put vinegar on wood? Is that like a treatment or something? I don't know. And I'm trying to make a little cat keychain. It's going to be Trans Pride Kitten. And I'm using Just Yarn or Just Chenille by You Might Can Cover the Circle for me is behind. Oh, so I actually cut this open. This was actually big. It was very big. I cut it open so that I could take out stuffing. And I'm gonna wash it and dry it and hope that that shrinks it and doesn't ruin it because okay, launching into the big long story. Um, so I took you can cover the circle. Oh, okay. The other one, yeah. It's in a couple spots, so I think it might actually be easier to paint over it because that's how you dye acrylic yarn is you mix water and acrylic paint. So I think that might be the best and the easiest because it'll still look like a patch onto the yarn. But you might be right. I'll definitely think about that. I don't know. I'm literally making up what I'm doing at every moment of my life. Um, and I can't remake this because I started to. So if you notice, I did 2 lives today. I started to. I did half of the body in an hour or so, and it was like so much smaller, and I was like, what happened? And so I think I just had like beginner's tension, which was like very, very loose. And then also, I think because I didn't count, it was just like a wildly off. Um, because there's no way that I did this right. This is done wrong, but the other one's done wrong too. So if I put them together, you might think, hey, he did this right. Yeah. Oh, and no worries, Lydia. But I did. If again, I really want to point to Army of Weirdos on Facebook because I'm about to log off and try. I'm gonna try with this. Please, please. Okay. Um, with the Army of Weirdos, I just posted the crochet along. They're all free patterns. Some of them are like blogs, and some of them are on YouTube. I thought they were all beginner slash beginner intermediate friendly. Um, Mostly beginner friendly. So yeah, so if you wanted to start, you can start at the beginning, you can start today, whatever you want to do, and then show your work. Just show what you're doing. If you want to be entered to win in the giveaway, you have to be a member of my Patreon or a patron of my Patreon, and you have to submit at least one uh, picture of your work. So I just want to see what people are doing because I've been having a lot of fun. I have. It's been lovely chatting with you too, Ladybug. To see you around. But I just like I've been having so much fun doing these projects, and I just want to see other people do them. Like, and you know, I have no Patreon members thus far, but maybe we'll get some people closer to the giveaway date, and who will want some free yarn. I mean, 100 balls of yarn is. I mean, I don't. I don't know if that's the biggest giveaway I've ever seen. I'm sure like Bag of Days done some like big ones, and also I'm gonna be doing like, different sizes of yarn and stuff like that. Yeah, or hook size. Yeah. Um. Yeah. So there's a bunch of different projects that are for everyone. I didn't do a lot of things that I didn't feel like were universal or anything like that for my crochet along. I just did things that I thought people would find fun and could maybe sell if that's their focus or they could wear themselves or anything like that. So I'm gonna go wash this. If I ruin this, you are going to see me lose my shit on Facebook. It's already like kind of like fuzzed up. This is a terrible yarn. It's a terrible yarn. This is Bernat's Softy, or Bernat Baby, Softy Baby. Bernat Softy Baby. There we go. The names are so confusing. Bernat Softy Baby, and it is a terrible yarn. It splits. It's fuzzy, but in a not good way, and I'm really afraid to wash it and just have it be just felted or something weird. But yeah, so I'll talk to y'all later, and I love you. Bye.